Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Chidza
And I'm Tariro,
and we are Afro Nomads.
Happy 2021.
Yeah, man, it's been a while since we did one of these sit downs, so we're super excited to be doing them now. Yeah.
So we are Afro Nomads. We are travel content creators or digital creators, what you guys call it, whatever. We are content creators based in Harare, and we like to create content based on our travels in Zim and also across the continent in Africa.
Yeah. So this video is going to be like a Q&A on travel or and a little bit of get to know us. So we reached out to you guys, some of you on Instagram, and asked you guys if you have any travel related questions for us, and then we'll answer them through YouTube, which is this video. So we hope you guys are going to enjoy this video and gain something out of it, right?
Yeah. Definitely. So let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so let's get into the questions. So we'll start with the light ones that don't really need much explanation. And then we get on into the other questions. So the first question was, what's on your bucket list?
That's a very good question. I've got a lot of things on my bucket list. First one being I want to climb the Mount Kilimanjaro very soon. The only reason that's stopping me because it is expensive. So you really need to save for it, but that's really one of the things that I am looking forward to doing in this lifetime.
I would also want to do that, but okay, I definitely want to visit more of East Africa. Rwanda, climb Mount Nyiragongo. I know it also has to do a lot with hiking. But I do want to climb Mount Nyiragongo. It's the only active volcano right now.
Apparently it's the most dangerous active volcano in the world.
I know it sounds dangerous, but we really want to. We have a picture, we'll show you guys what it looks like. But that's from the top of my head, honestly, that's really what I want to do. And obviously visit all African countries at some point. It's not like a short-term goal, but obviously a long-term goal.
I think my other bucket list would definitely be to visit Europe. I've never been to Europe, so that's really right up there for me to just tour more of London, Italy, Spain, France, of course. But that's I would say on top of my head, those are the main two things that I'm really, really excited to do.
I think those are the ones that I really want to do as well. So next question.
Question number 2.
Alright, okay. The second question is, what's the best way to travel on a budget, especially as a student?
That's a good question as well. I'd always say if you're a student, first and foremost, live within your means, don't plan something that's going to be financially straining for you. If you know that you can't afford it, don't plan it at all. I'd say maybe start off with your surrounding areas, right? You're cutting on fuel, you're cutting on a lot of things. Airbnb, look for a cheap Airbnb as opposed to staying in a hotel. Hostel, backpacking. That would definitely reduce more of your costs.
I would also say join a group trip. It's so much cheaper because one, you're cutting on transport, you're joining other people to travel with them. The second thing is usually with groups, rates are a bit lower. So joining a group trip honestly is literally one of the best ways you can save. You can budget, and you will find group trips that are affordable.
And also with group trips, the good thing is most of them they give you payment plans. So let's say you're not exactly planning to travel in the next month, you'll be probably traveling in the next 5 months. So each month you're spreading your money in maybe $200, whatever it is however much you're paying for that trip basically. So group trips are definitely a brilliant way of traveling. Another point, just to note, if you travel overseas, right? Let's say you're in Asia. I know a lot of places in Asia, if you go to a backpacker's lodge, you're definitely gonna find other people who are traveling.
Yeah.
So join in on those people. It always makes a difference in terms of your budget, and you always get to explore more. In turn, make friends as well. So I'll definitely say, if you're not really iffy about hostels and backpackers, I mean, like, go for it. But I mean, these days they're really stepping up their game. Some of these hostels are really looking nice. So yeah, so that's question number 2. Okay, so question number 3 is, hello Nomads, any tips for a first-time traveler in Zimbabwe? Okay, it's a good question. Thank you for this question.
So traveling to Zimbabwe, it's like with traveling to any country, to be honest. You have to be paying. You have to like do a bit of research, watch vlogs like ours, research on blogs, and yeah, that's the first thing. You have to do your research. For first time traveling to Zimbabwe, I would say look at places like Victoria Falls, because one, it is more accessible. It's easy to go there. There are flights that go directly to Vic Falls. Accommodation is a bit easy as well to get there, like a lot of accommodation options. So I would say, to be honest, that would be the first place I would recommend you to visit. Although it is a tourist destination, it is probably one of the easiest places to visit as a tourist.
I'll also say again, engage a tour operator. It's always so much easier if you have someone who is handling your itinerary. It seems like it's expensive, but to be honest, it actually is. It will cost you a lot more sometimes if you try doing it yourself, because you're not going to know where to stay. But the good thing, like Tara said about Victoria Falls in particular, if you stay there, things are pretty much close to each other. But hypothetically, if you want to go to like Nyanga, things are pretty far from each other. So you'd need someone who knows the area a little bit more. So try engaging someone who is like a tour operator to help you plan your way, especially when it comes to moving around. You will definitely need someone. You definitely need a vehicle, because the public transport here is not that great for tourists. You definitely need someone who has a car, or you have to hire a car for it. But in saying that as well, traveling to them is very easy. People are kind here. People are always willing to help you. People are always open if you're lost. It's really easy. It's just a matter of just planning your days, knowing what you're going to do today. Even if you want to just explore without an itinerary, it is very possible. You just have to have someone who is helping you out. I feel like it works out so much better for you if you do that.
Another tip would be to bring cash to them. US dollars are accepted here in Zim. There are not a lot of ATMs. What you can also do is to get a SIM card and then get something that's called EcoCash here. It's also like M-Pesa in Kenya. That also works, where you can put your money into that, into your phone. So those are the options that I would give you. USD cash or EcoCash.
I think US dollars. Cash would definitely be better. Don't bring your card. Don't bring cards. Most facilities do not have those swipe machines for
especially if you're traveling to the eastern side of Zimbabwe. Maybe Vic Falls in some places. No, Vic Falls is pretty. Vic Falls you will find some places that will accept your cards, but most definitely bring cash. It will be so much easier.
It will make life 10 times easier for you. But basically, traveling to Zim is not hard at all. Finding accommodation, there's so many options now. So many. From self-catering to backpackers,
hotels and lodges.
There's quite a lot. Airbnbs.
You will find them.
You will find
from Airbnb.
You will. But it's totally not hard to come in. It's so easy.
So I hope we answered your question. Alright, so the next question was, can you get endorsements for promoting hotels? This is a question directed to us, right?
Yes, we can. We can get endorsement if we promote hotels. It's only a matter of us reaching out to the hotels, because it's not something that's very popular yet in Zim, especially for local travel content creators. It's not something that's like, you know,
Yeah.
it's not something that they're doing it, but I guess it's just a matter of us approaching.
I think we have, to be honest, we have approached some, and then it's just that it's taking time for these establishments to really warm up to the idea of content creators, you know, promoting their places. Because the thing is, it's as if like you're going there to stay for free and you still want to be paid for you promoting. So they're still warming up to that idea.
Yeah. And because again, no one is trying to do something for free. Not like I feel like as content creators, people don't understand the amount of work that we actually put into, you know, doing these things. You know, it costs money. You know, having like good quality content, it costs money. So I guess they're just trying to warm up to it. So hopefully they will soon. But yeah, it's definitely something that is possible, but just not yet in Zim. They haven't just warmed up to it yet.
So yeah, I hope that answers your question. The next question is almost similar from the other one that we just answered, not this one but the other one. It says, how do you budget for trips in Zimbabwe with the way prices constantly change?
I actually don't think prices change a lot nowadays, to be honest. In terms of accommodation, prices don't really change that much.
Because now we're using more of the USD, things have stabilized a bit. It was different though. You are right, in some ways it has changed. Now prices are more stable. Back then it was difficult, that's the honest truth. But
prices are pretty stable right now. From even transport as well, prices are pretty stable. So that's why you if like with our group trips, we can plan now because we know that the price won't change. They won't change. So if we secured accommodation at this price, it's not gonna change, you know. Even food now, like we were in the Falls last Christmas, and with food you can budget if you want to eat out as much, you know. You can go to Nando's, like $3, you know. It's cheaper. It's the same price across. If you go to, you know, your other nicer restaurants, you know, you're spending minimum 10, 15, 20 bucks per person on a meal. So it's really, the prices haven't really changed. You just need to plan ahead. Plan ahead daily on what you want to spend and how much you want to spend. So
that's true. And also, you can just check on websites. Most of these restaurants have Instagram pages. They also have websites where they do have their prices for food. And most of these prices are now in USD. So it's now so much more easier, to be honest. It's so much more easier. So I think you can plan way ahead in time, and the prices won't change that much. Unless if you're traveling probably like during peak season, like December, April, they do tend to hike up price, but it's not that
like again, if you had planned for traveling that time of the year, you would know that this time of the year prices will be this much. Most of these places come with rates for, like, you know, green season, December, whatever. So you know that if I'm going to stay at like whatever Ilala, I know in December it's probably going to be like $100-something for a room, whatever. So it really depends on the time of the travel. But prices generally are not going up. They're pretty stable right now.
Okay, so the next question is recommended places to visit in Vumba and in Nyanga. So we'll start with Vumba. Vumba is pretty small, but it has really nice places. So you can go to the Vumba Botanical Gardens. You can also go to Marindi waterfalls. There's also another waterfall close to, it's Vumba Burma Valley. It's called Zombe Waterfall. If you guys watched our previous vlog, we were in Vumba.
Also, but to be quite honest, Vumba is more of like a relaxing place. That's how I see it. But there are a lot of hiking trails, so it's always best to ask the people where you're staying. If you're staying at a particular lodge, they always have a lot of information that is close by to where you're staying. So hiking trails, a lot of waterfalls.
There's also Tony's coffee shop. It's really nice. It's Prince of Wales, viewing points. What else? You can go to Leopard Rock.
I mean, you can go to Leopard, if you want to. It's just a hotel, to be honest with you, of course. But there is that castle, but Apparently it's still closed right now, but you can visit that, the Leopard Rock Castle. It's pretty nice. You know, a little bit of history there. But yeah, Vumba, I would say if you're gonna go to Vumba, it's more of like a relaxing holiday. It's not so much of an adventure place.
Yeah, but if you want to visit waterfalls,
Yeah.
two nice waterfalls
Yeah.
there. So yeah, it does have a few activities, but it's pretty small.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. The views are amazing.
Yeah,
guys. Like
sure,
it's always
sure.
misty and man, it's so
Yeah,
beautiful. You should definitely
it's
visit Vumba. Yeah, that's Vumba, right?
Yeah.
We'll put more places if you forgot any places. But
Yeah.
I think on the top of our head, those are the places
Yeah.
that we know.
Nyanga. Nyanga is big. Nyanga is massive. There's so much to do in Nyanga. Obviously the skywalk and skyline at Butarazi. You can't go to Nyanga and not do that. You have to skywalk and skyline. I feel like it's one of the best activities. On a little bit more on the expensive side, but I feel like the experience is so worth it. So I would encourage anyone and everyone to do it.
Yeah. You can also go and hike the highest waterfall in Zimbabwe. We have a video on that. We'll just put it somewhere here.
No,
You can go and hike the highest mountain in Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
It's Mount Nyangani. We'll put the video somewhere here or here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either side.
And it's not that. It's actually doable. Hey, it doesn't require too much fitness, but it is hard. But it's really doable. So yeah.
4 hours up and down.
Yeah.
Going up and down.
Yeah.
It's really nice. You see some water, some streams of water, and wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, people have their assumptions and their mysteries about the mountain, but to be honest,
It is pretty. Yeah.
It is nice. You should do it.
I think you should do it.
Yeah. Wow.
You should visit definitely the national park. Not a lot of animals, but there are quite a few sites to see. There is
Nyangombe Pool,
and Nyamuziwa waterfall.
And Nyangombe waterfall. What else?
Pit structures, a little bit of history there. You can also do
Canoeing
at Uju
Dam.
Dam, which is pretty nice. Those are like
Very
really
nice.
cool activities that you can do there.
Yeah, in the national park.
In the national park, that is.
Yeah.
Also, I would say in Nyanga there are a lot of hiking trails. So Churako Trail, you can do that. You can go to Far and Wide, and they've got so many obstacle courses that they do there, which is pretty cool. We haven't done them yet, but I think it's something that I definitely would like to do at some point. But yeah,
You can also go to Little Connemara. There are some hiking trails there.
Yeah.
Beautiful, some lakes that you can swim in. There's also the World's View. It's really nice.
There's so much to do,
Yeah, one more is Rhodes Museum. We've never been, but apparently it's really nice. So you should definitely do.
Oh, and a lot of farms there that you can visit.
Oh,
like
yes.
Nyamoro, potato farms, the dairy farms there. Like, yeah, definitely go support locals.
Yeah.
Support locals.
So yeah, that's Nyanga, right?
Yeah, I'll say that.
If you forgot anything, guys, we'll put all of the stuff in the description.
And please look us up as well in the comment section.
Yes.
Let us know.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So the next question is, how do you manage group trips, i.e., scheduling, payments, group dynamics, especially with strangers? That's a really good question.
Yeah, it is.
That's a really good.
For us, I think group trips have become a lot easier because again, first and foremost, when you do, from the customer side, not from my side. If you're gonna join a group trip, you have to be open-minded. You can't join a group trip and think and be like, even if you're with your friend, and just be the two of you.
Yeah.
It's a group. So it's a way of just connecting with other people that you don't know. That's the whole point of joining a group trip.
Yeah.
You know, and looking at things the way others do, you know, it's not necessarily just about you. So always join a trip, especially a group trip, with an open mind, you know. It's always so much more fun that way.
Yeah. And she also talked about the payment side. So our company, Nomads Travel, we accept anyone from any country, whether you're from the US, South Africa, wherever. we accept you guys. We definitely want you guys to come and visit, especially Zim. So what we do have payment. We do have different methods of payment.
Yeah.
So you can pay online. You can do gold remit, cash, whichever way.
Yeah, but the best way if you're overseas for us would definitely be paying on our online payment platform. It's so much easier. You just put in your card details. We don't actually get the details. It's just like making an online purchase. That's it, basically. Yeah. So that's how we take payments online.
Yeah.
And also, what did she say? I think she said something else as well.
About scheduling. Like, so we definitely give people time to, so that they can have, so that their payment plans, we do have payment plans, so that people can, you know, have time to pay. We don't expect you to pay the full amount at once, because we know it can be expensive for some people. So we give people like 3 months, you know, 4 months, or even up to 6 months, depending on when the trip is. So really, we do make sure that we give you ample time to pay for that trip. Most of the trips that are like, let's say right now we're in January, we want to plan for a trip that's in March. It's probably like an affordable trip that you can maybe pay into installments. So we do like really put that into mind. We don't just like okay, next month we're going to Victoria Falls. Not like Victoria Falls is much more expensive.
I think the most important thing to also note is know where you're from. You know, we definitely know for sure in Zim with the type of market that we're trying to attract. We're trying to attract a lot of more younger people to travel in Zim. So you need to give them time, ample time, especially here in Zim. Things are just not as easy for everyone. So we like to give everyone an opportunity to have time to pay for that trip and not just say, okay, we're going to, what you call it, Nyanga next week, you know. Not a lot of people are going to be able to afford that. Maybe in South Africa or other countries where the economy is a little bit stable, they can do that, but definitely in Zim,
we definitely like to give people time. What was the last part of the question? Group dynamics. I think Chile did touch on that. The aim of group trips, to be honest, is to connect with other people. You are going to meet some people that probably you might not like, or people that you're going to connect with. So the aim of group trips is just come and connect with other people and just
have a good time. And also the other thing is like joining a group trip, you know, sometimes your friends let you down, you know. So the good thing, you know, you get to join a group and then make friends. So you're free to travel solo, but not solo in a way, you know. So at least you know you're gonna meet other people. You are in good hands, you know, because we really do try to make sure that our itineraries are good for everyone and are well thought of. So I'd say that.
Okay. And I think one more question. I think it's this one.
Okay, so the other question is, how do you guys afford to travel? How do you guys afford to travel so much? Is there a secret to it?
I think we've gotten this question a lot. Not just here, but also even on our YouTube comments. To be honest, we save. We don't get a lot of paid or trips or anything. We actually don't get. I think we've only gotten like one or two. But most of the trips we do pay for ourselves. We work, we do go to work, and we save. We just prioritize. If you want to travel, for us, the thing is you just have to prioritize.
If it's a priority to you, you know, it's just a matter of planning and saving. There's no formula to this. You just have to prioritize traveling if you love to travel. Prioritize it. Make sure that you plan for it, and also know where you want to go. So let's say you know that you want to go to Nyanga. How much is the accommodation? How long are you going to be there for? You know, the food, the fuel, if you're driving, all of those things. Plan ahead so that it's so much easier for you to travel. That's exactly what we do. We don't do anything else. We just say, okay, like the beginning of this year, we know that in June or in whatever, you know, we're going to go there. So we've already started, you know, planning and saving for that. So that's just how you do it. Of course, sometimes there are other impromptu trips, but again, you know, it's one of those things where like for us, it's a priority. So you also need to have a little extra savings on the side for those. But to be honest, I always say plan for it. Don't do these other, like, you know, because it always costs you more in the end. I'll put an example. We did a trip last year. that was totally not planned for. And we ended up spending way more than we wanted to spend. So, and that's not a good thing. So always plan. Yeah, it's just so.
I would say 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months.
Start with 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to travel in June.
Yeah.
Okay, let me start planning, maybe in February. Start planning then, so that you know that you have ample time.
Yeah.
You're going to pay for your accommodation, you're going to pay for your, transport, you're going to save money for your transport and all of that stuff. And also just mind of the place where you want to go, what kind of luxuries that you want. Those are the things that will determine where you're going and how much you're going to spend. So, yeah, save, and just if you
save and plan. Yeah, plan and save. There's no formula to it, nothing to it. Some people get sponsored, like in South Africa, a lot of travel content creators are being sponsored, which is great, and we hope Zim will get there someday. But for us living in Zimbabwe, most of our trips we definitely pay for them ourselves. Yeah. So pretty much.
Thanks for going on.
I won't be afraid to. If I gotta choose me, I gotta do what I gotta do.